Being at the ground level of an organization, I have a different take on Power of One. Working on this project, I felt like it had impact on two major things. That is, one, internal communication. A lot of different members working on one account, doing a lot of work, sometimes may not put all of them on one page. But at the end of the month, if they all sit together and they have a well systematic process in place like Power of One, I think it helps us to realize all the work that we are doing is moving to a particular objective. So that way it certainly helps in terms of internal communication of the team members itself. It's extremely fruitful that ways. And secondly, most importantly, I felt that at the end of the month, a lot of work that we do may necessarily not be well understood by the clients. And therefore, having this system in place helps us to attain a particular standardized services that we can deliver to the client. And of course, at the end of the month, it will help us to validate the kind of work that we are doing for them. So it essentially has most importantly helped in creating uniformity and producing standardized service.
The research that we were doing for our client Thomas Cook helped us look at more story opportunities for them. We looked through the client's website as well as the Ministry of Tourism's website, wherein we came across this piece of news on cruise tourism. We pitched it to Economic Times, got it covered, and our client got featured.
So as a client on Godrej, we always used to do all such kind of documentations, but this activity made it streamlined. So for example, like the research document helped me build on the story bank, and that is how we got converted into PPOs and things like that. So this process helped things go streamlined, and as a team also we started interacting more, discussing more, ideating more, brainstorming more on what we can do, how we can capitalize on some kind of an opportunity and things take forward. So yes, I think this was a good initiative.
Adfactors has initiated the Power of One, and I think it is an extremely good program which has the potential to give this company the edge over its peers. The Power of One has helped me as an assistant account manager to be more structured in functioning, and as a result of this I have been ahead of my client throughout this pilot project, and I think that if implemented across all our clients, it will definitely help in improving retainership.
The Power of One experience for our clients for August 2017 was quite an amazing experience. I think one of the biggest benefits I can foresee for this initiative is how it can positively impact our client satisfaction scores. In addition, it can showcase the exemplary work done by Adfactors PR professionals. I'm so happy to be part of this program, a pioneer of this initiative, and I'm looking forward to more such initiatives by Adfactors.
So Power of One basically for us was like a route map where we are to where we should be going. It put a structure in place, a basic framework about for our daily BAUs. So with that, actually we were able to bring value to the client's business. We just didn't let it go at what we were doing initially. These were the basic BAUs that we were doing, but it just made it more structured in such a way that the client was also interested in what we were doing. We were adding value to what they were doing initially. For example, there was this one idea that we'd actually shared with one of our clients, and it just didn't stop at the Copcom's table. It actually went ahead to the business, and they're working on it. It's not yet implemented, but I think it gives us more of a window to directly deal with the management, and I think that works.
The Power of One gave us the opportunity to service our clients in a very structured manner. It helped us put together a plan that made sure that we are able to execute and get the satisfaction level to a whole new level. A great example that we did for Ambit was where we thought about an online opportunity, something that the client had never thought of, and that too on a video, which we were able to put it out on Economic Times. The client appreciated what we had done and loved the fact that the whole the video was actually went across all the digital channels such as Twitter, Facebook, and people really liked it. So the client was happy. That was one of the clients that we got 10 out of 10. We ticked all the boxes. Some great one-on-one opportunities that we gave, some long format stories that came out. All of them were really appreciated by the client. The exercise actually helped us get more structured and make sure that we were able to give the best possible for our client.
Power of One has been a great initiative. So we have applied it on a couple of my clients, and there has been a good feedback from the client, because what it does for us, it creates a tracking mechanism on what are the proactive suggestions that we are giving to the clients and how many times it has been successful, and if it hasn't been successful, what are the re-attempts that we are trying to make. The mechanism helps us to map our progress that we have making in terms of our suggestions to the clients. So there has been very good feedback from the client, because we are seeing a lot of work happening and also documenting the work that we are doing on our clients in terms of proactive suggestions.
Power of One is a very well thought program. By simply implementing 10 commandments of Power of One, one can become more ahead of client, and it will help you to be ahead of client in terms, not only in terms of thinking and media research, but also in terms of documentation. It also helps account leaders to be more cost conscious. It also focuses on client profitability index. I think it should have been implemented much earlier, but it's never too late. Let's go ahead with this program with full effort, with high enthusiasm, and make it a very successful program.
I think anything that we do in life should add some value to what you're doing. The beauty of Power of One comes to light when you see the junior most executive realizing that he can add more value to the client when they implement any one of the 10 commandments, be it research, be it doing the PPO, or be it adding an activity for a document where you're actually planning the entire activity and making a document, so you're approaching it in a more systematic way. For me, the Power of One, if I have to translate into how it really changed me, it's a journey of self-discovery where you have realized that there is so much more that you can do for a client. It gives me sense of satisfaction when I see the junior most employee having this sense of satisfaction in doing what they're doing, getting the recognition from the clients. While the Power of One might not be something which we are selling to the clients, but when you implement each one of these 10 commandments, the client sees value in it. He might not know what is going on in the background, but when you have results in terms of a PPO, or in terms of a planned activity, or in terms of research that you do, or be it building a story bank, the client has never asked for this in the form of a 10 commandment. But when you go with one by one as an engagement with the client, you have really arrived in the client's mind, because you're thinking proactively, you're engaging with the client at different occasions. And it comes to life when junior most executive on the team is actually connecting with the client in such an intelligent way. I have instances where the clients have started talking to the trainees, and trainees have started adding value. They have just connected directly, and it is just beautiful to watch. Once you set the ball rolling, it's just beautiful to watch how the client and the Power of One is playing up. So I think we should try it for each and every client. If not all 10 out of 10, even if we get 5 out of 10, it still adds value.
I think the biggest learning for us from the entire Power of One initiative, being a part of the pilot batch, is that it helped put a structure for us as a team on the kind of deliverables that we need to put together for the client. While putting together these deliverables is just one part, showcasing them and showcasing to the client the kind of value that we as ad factors bring to the table was a very important takeaway for us. So that's kind of changed the way we're showcasing our work to the client. Certain things in Power of One, like showcasing a report of value. So the first time that we did it, we were already doing a lot of reports for our client Thomas Cook, and when we ran this past some of the people who are heading the entire initiative, like Arnab, etc., they gave us certain inputs saying that the reports are right now full of intelligence. It needs to move to more insight-led reports, etc. So when we started adding those little things, it also helped us get a better understanding of the subject and also the kind of work that we were doing and delivering to the client. So that has really helped us. Also, I think now we're consciously looking at activities in terms of how can I showcase this so that it becomes something that I can later on present for Power of One. So it's there consciously running at the back of our mind. So whatever it is that we're doing, we're sort of seeing how we can align it to Power of One, and therefore how we can make it better. The pilot batch it was a great learning for us, because we realized that out of the 10 commandments that there are, we're doing almost
all of them, but it's just that maybe there was no template, guideline or checklist for us to follow, and just looking at these things helps put everything into better perspective for us.
Power of One initiative has worked very well for my team. We as a team collaborated and worked on it, sat on weekly basis to ensure everything is setting up as planned. We used to have problems with PPO, but due to this initiative we made sure we achieved almost all the 10 commandments barring the long tailing, which we are still figuring out and working towards it. I think it's a great initiative and the templates have worked very well, and I would like to take this forward with my team going forward. That would be on month basis and ensuring at least 7 out of 10 we achieve.
Power of One has the capability to build in accountability across all levels. An executive knows what it needs to do in the month, and thereby it also helps him build an overall all-round development. For a vice president, it ensures that there is delivery happening across all levels within its clients. In fact, some of our clients have already started seeing the difference. We've been doing this for the last 1 month for the Priorite project for at least 10 of our clients, and the difference that we've been able to bring to them in the month of August vis-a-vis the month of July is something that is making our entire team as well as the client extremely excited. I'm certain that it will become an institutionalized process for the agency. Power of One, in fact, has the capability to build in an all-round development across all levels, and therefore I think it's a fantastic initiative.